These are going to be some hints on homework number 1.5, angle relationships. So if we're looking at number 2B, I'm going to go through that one. So 2B, the first thing I want to talk about is the relationship. So if I have, it says find the missing angle in each diagram. So 85 is the angle that they gave me, and H is the missing angle. What do I know about 85 and H? Those together form a straight line, so that means that they're adding to 180 degrees. And two angles that add to 180 degrees are supplementary. Okay, so that means I can take the full 180 and subtract the given 85, and that's left with 95. So this missing angle H is 95 degrees, and that's all you have to do for those problems in numbers 1 and 2 is find the missing angle and tell me the relationship. The other one that I think some people are having trouble on is number 7. So number 7, this is very similar to one that we did in notes. So number 7, that I have that X, right? And when I think about an X, I think about vertical angles. So I know that these two angles are congruent, and the ones to the left and the right, the angles that are across from each other, are congruent. So the relationship that I have is vertical angles, and to determine X, I need to set up an equation. So I have the tick marks, so I know that 5x plus 9 has to equal 2x plus 24. And now I can solve, get the x's to both sides, and I get 3x plus 9 equals 24. Subtract 9 from both sides. I think that means, I'm going to go over here, 3x equals 15, divide by 3, and I get that x equals, sorry, I'm running out of space, 5. Okay? The part that a lot of people are struggling with is B, C, and D. Knowing how to find the measure. So remember, whenever I have this little m in the front, that means I'm finding the measure, and I have to actually evaluate and plug in. So determine the measure of VNE, that's this angle here, which means I want to plug into this expression. So 5 times the x that I had was 5 plus 9, that's 25 plus 9. That means that VNE is 34 degrees. So I know this is 34 degrees. Then I need to find the measure of RNT. That's this angle down here. Well, there is an expression that I can plug into. I can do 2 times 5 plus 24. But notice, that's also 34. And I knew that from the picture because those are vertical angles. Remember, the angles that are across from each other, those are going to be the same. Now, how do I find the blue angle, right? That's the other question. So, NET, oh, maybe that's what was confusing. I think that's a typo. This should say the measure of angle ENT, and so I apologize for that. ENT is this angle right here. And how do I find that angle measure? I take 180 and subtract it from 34. How did I know that they added to 180? Well, looking at my picture, angle, this right here, is a straight angle, and ENT and RNT add up to that straight angle that is 180 degrees. So I can do 180 minus 34. I think that's 146, and so I know that that angle here is 146. And I didn't ask for it, but this angle over here would also be 146 if I asked for it. Okay? So hopefully that helps. You solve the rest of your homework. Remember in number 8 that this little symbol right there means perpendicular, which means that those two lines are intersecting at 90 degrees. So that's a little hint to maybe help you in number 8 also, since it's already on my screen. But good luck, and I'll see you tomorrow in class.